Shaika, and today I want to ask you some questions about houses. So let's get started. What kind of house or accommodation do you live in?
I was living in a 3-room apartment with my parents for the past 25 years, which was situated in the countryside, and it was a cozy place. It's been about 4 months that I decided to be separated from my family, and I've been living in this apartment for almost 3 months and a half.
I live in an apartment which is situated in or which is located in. If you say situated in or located in, it means that it is in this place or in that place. It is situated in, for example, the eastern part of the city or the western part of the city. Situated in. Do you like a house or a flat or an apartment?
I believe majority of people would rather have their own house rather than rent a place, and so do I. Hence, if I have my way, a house with a small garden would be my choice, since I don't enjoy the constant disturbance from the next door apartment and elevator rides every time coming home.
If you are talking about a place, it's really beautiful to use it. For example, I go to that restaurant which is situated in the city center. I went to grandmother's house which is located in the southern part of the city, which is located in. If you are saying which is located in or which is situated in, you are using a complex structure. And when you are using a complex structure, of course, you can get a better score at your exam. So I highly recommend you to use complex structures in your speaking and writing, of course. What do you usually do in your house?
Definitely, I'll spend some me time there. I study, chill out, reading, drawing, and dancing all by myself. Sometimes I also invite 1 or 2 of my friends. We watch movies together and tell some endless stories.
Decided to make a living on, for example, I decided to make a living on my apartment. When you say make a living on somewhere, it means that you start to live somewhere. Make a living on. If I have my way, if you say if I have my way, it means that if I want to talk about something that I really like. If I have my way, I would have a house with a yard when I'm about 60 years old. If I have my way. The constant disturbance of your next door neighbor, it means that your neighbor constantly makes some noises and disturb you. Constant disturbance. I spend my me time in that cafe. If you say I have some me time, it means that you spend your time with yourself. So, for example, you have some me time and watch movies or read books or even meditate or do sports. So it's really important for ourselves to have some me time, because if all the time you are gathered by a lot of people, you don't have the energy to express yourself better, to think better, to discover yourself. So it's really good to have some me time on your daily basis. I don't know, for some people 1 hour, for 2, for other people maybe even 15 minutes. Having me time and just concentrating on ourselves is very, very important in our life. You tell some endless stories to your friends. It means that you tell some stories for hours and hours and you don't get tired of it. Which part of your house do you like most?
Not really to answer this question, as I've bought all of my stuff carefully and I've designed here by love. However, if I were to choose, I would go for my workroom, as I spend most of my time here and run my classes. Besides that, I have some ring lights here and I use them for recording the videos. All in all, I think that this room looks really professional.
If I were to choose, I would choose that. For example, if I were to choose my major again, I would choose TEFL from the first day. If I were to choose my friends, I would choose some people who are businesswomen. If I were to choose my job, I would choose being a teacher again, as I really love it. If I were to choose something, it would be, for example, at the exam, the examiner asks you which kinds of hotels do you like the most, and you say, well, if I were to choose, I would definitely choose the luxurious hotels, but as they are expensive, maybe I'm not able to afford that. So if I want to be realistic, maybe I would choose the budget-friendly hotel. Who do you live with?
I live on my own and a little kitty whose name is Sherry. She's the cutest cat that you can ever see in your life. I love her deeply as she jumps on me and plays with me regularly and doesn't let me to feel lonely.
What is the difference between lonely and alone? When you say I'm alone, it means that I'm physically alone, but I can be happy inside. I mean, emotionally, I can be happy. For example, now I'm living alone, but I'm really happy most of the times with myself. So I'm alone. I'm not lonely. But if you say you are lonely, it means that you are emotionally lonely and it has a negative meaning, and it means that you don't feel very well. For example, I don't know whether you've experienced that or not. It happens sometimes that you are in a party with a group of people, but you feel lonely. You feel that maybe other people don't understand you, or you are not a part of that group, so it's not really enjoyable feeling if you feel lonely. It's really better to be alone rather than lonely, of course. Do you plan to live there for a long time?
Actually, I have a 15-month contract with the owner of this apartment, and 11 months are left, so that he be here at least this period. I plan to increase my salary and go to a better apartment after this time. I'd rather have a modern home with elevator. Unluckily, these days it doesn't have.
Remain. Remain means leave, or for example, 13 months remained. It means that 13 months left. Remain means another part of something that is left up to now. Remain. Unluckily. Instead of unfortunately, it's better to say, sometimes not always, but you can say unluckily because of avoid repetition. So you can say, well, unluckily I couldn't go there, or unluckily it didn't happen. It's exactly the same as unfortunately. Thank you very much for watching me. This is Shaika, and here we are learning speaking and IELTS together with each other. I try to give my best shot to this channel and give the best energy that I can, and I hope that you subscribe my channel, like, and make a comment for me if you like. And I hope that the community would grow, and we learn better, and we give a lot of good energy to each other. So thank you very much for watching me, and take care. Bye bye.